What's up, my precious family? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you on an exclusive tour of my cactus and succulent collection. Many years ago, long before I knew anything, well, long before I started growing orchids, or even before I knew anything at all about orchids, I started my precious collection of cacti and succulents. But after I started growing orchids and desert rose and other plants, my love, my passion, and my attention to my precious collection, it became divided. And so I wasn't giving them full attention. I was neglecting them because here I was now growing orchids, so I didn't remember that I have cacti and succulents. I just left them be, and some of them died, and I didn't care much for them after all. And recently I started growing them all over again, I could say, because I've started collecting them again, caring for them and loving them. So this is what I'll be sharing with you today. So let's go check it out. Welcome back, friends. So this is my cactus colony, or my cactus heaven. I call it a lot of names because, trust me, I do believe that this spot is the coolest spot in my garden. And why I say it's the coolest spot is that whenever you enter my back gate, it's the first thing that catches your sight. And I mean, like when visitors come, they always say, wow, this is beautiful. And I must give you a little history. This bed originally, it was 2 beds that I had before, but due to construction activities, I had to just after construction was partially completed, there was not enough space for 2 beds, and so I had to just create 1 bed, or amalgamate both beds into one, because as I said, there wasn't enough space to have 2 beds anymore. And this bed mainly consists of the barrel cactus, as you see here, and I also have a few other small cactus and succulents in between. There are also rocks, and as I go along, you guys might recognize some of the items from my unboxing, for those of you who would have seen that video. And here I have a pachypodium, a beautiful pachypodium that's in bloom. This is driftwood that I painted. It looks like an anaconda to me, and so I painted it to look like a snake. And right here is a little baby, a little anaconda baby. And over here I have another driftwood it looks like a cactus naturally, as you can see. Here it is. And this is the anaconda. So this bed is filled with rocks and cactus and ornaments and seashells and solar lights. Like, this is the cow from the unboxing that I did not recognize what it was at the time, or what this little crystal ball was for. It's really a solar light. And this is a whale. And I must tell you guys, I loved to use driftwood in my garden because driftwood is a natural and perfect way to bring an aspect of the ocean into your home or into your garden. So I have a lot of driftwood in my garden. I use a lot of it here at home. Just look at this anaconda. Let me show it to you one more time. And I'm sure you'll agree with me that it looks just like a snake. See it here, all curling, coming out of the rock down here. And just look at this, guys. Colleen, orchid duck, and red rose. I have to shout out to you guys because you would know why I am really featuring this, this arrangement right here. Colleen is pointing straight at you. Look at it.
Nasty.
Let me slowly take you down here. Here it is, Colleen, Orchid Dock, and Red Rose. And whatever is in your mind, ladies, get it out, get it out. And this is my little flamingo here, relaxing in her hammock. And this spot is really, I really love it. I also recycle, as you can see here, some of my broken clay pots. I recycle them into planters. This is another one here. And over here, there's another piece of driftwood that looks just like a whale, and I painted it in blue to keep the color contrast with the color of the whale, because you know the whales come in a nice blue color. And this is one of the flamingos, not ostrich, from my unboxing. Let me give you another view so you can see, for all you guys who love cactus and succulents, or cacti I should say, this is what my signature cactus bed looks like. I really love this area in my garden. Can you identify this planter right here, guys? Look at it carefully. This is an enamel face basin that has been repurposed into a planter. And it has in my Gymnocalycium Damsii cactus. It bloomed recently and it has a little bud here. Should be in bloom in another couple of days. And this one here, you know, it was open until yesterday, but it closed when I came out to do the video. So this is, I should be getting another bloom soon, because this is another little bud right here. And this cactus or succulent is Edith Collier grandis. And it's very beautiful, very beautiful. And these are some mammillaria cactus. Guys, I don't know when people come up with these names, you know, because sometimes I can't even call them. I can't even remember the names. And as I showed you before, my little gnome that's guarding the treasures in my garden. Rocks, cactus or cacti, seashells, driftwood. Over here is a pencil cactus. And over here is another succulent. What's the name of it again, guys? Leave me a comment. Remind me of the name of this succulent, please. Let me show it to you. There it is, going all the way up. And this is another succulent. I don't know the name of it, so if you can identify it, I'd be grateful. Let me know in the comment section what the name of this succulent is. And originally I had wood as the border for this cactus bed, and when I renovated it, I replaced the wood with some decorative blocks and cappings. And some of these items, I repainted them, gave them a fresh coat of paint recently. Look at my little crocodile here, how cool he is. I just love him. Relaxing in my cactus bed. And this is another turtle that I've had for years, and I just added some, you know, gave them some a fresh coat of paint. This is another ornament. And this tree right here, it blooms, I think, yellow and orange blooms. I don't know the name of it. It's a huge tree. It goes all the way up. If you can also identify this tree, let me know in the comment section. Oh, and this little one is I think it's the ghost cactus right here. And my little lamb. So this bed has a variety of items. It's quite cool. I really love this spot. Sometimes I just come out here and I sit and chill and have a cup of coffee. So I do hope you're enjoying my succulent and cacti collection. Oh, and I missed the bunny house from the unboxing. You guys will recall seeing this when I did the unboxing. And also this crocodile here, and another bunny house. So this is where I placed most of the items from the unboxing. And I do believe that they add beauty to this area. They're really kept on my veranda. That's where they're grown, because my veranda it's an open concept area, so it allows air to flow freely, and also there is a lot of sunlight, especially in the afternoon. And you know, the cactus, they have to get sunlight or enough sunlight in order for them to produce blooms. So I'm on my way to the veranda, and this is a sign directing you to the area which I'm referring to. This way to the cactus craze is what is written on this sign, free hugs. And this is simply a piece of discarded plywood board that I was throwing out, and at the last minute I just conceived this silly idea to just write something on it, make use of it, and so that's what I did. And this little piece attached to it is really a piece of driftwood. So let's go take a tour of my cactus and succulent collection. And here outside of my veranda, I have some cactus and succulents that I have propagated. And this is a table with some more of my succulents. And this right here, this is a piece of rock that I thought had character. It looks somewhat like a little animal, so I just put it on the stand to beautify the area. And on this side, there are some more. Here's another rock that looks like an owl. This is my Gymnocalcium cactus. It blooms white, but it's not in bloom right now, and it has ton loads of offsprings on it. And over here I have my Echinopsis cactus. Let me give you a close-up view. Yes. And this is an aloe, variety of aloe that I have right here. This is one, and this is another one. This is also a succulent I have right here. And this is another one right here. And now we are on the veranda. And as you can see, it is quite sunny. Here is my Mammillaria elongata succulent. We call it the brain cactus, and it is planted in a skull planter. How creative. We give you a close-up view. This is another Mammillaria cactus. Some more succulents and ornaments that I have here on this stand. And over here are some more succulents. This is Sedum Morganianum, and it is also called the burro's tail. Let me show you how tall this gets, all the way down on the stand, and it looks exactly like the donkey's tail. This is another Mammillaria species. And right here, Opuntia rufida, we call the bunny ear cactus. And this is the brown spots or brown vein one, and over here I have the one with the red spots. And this is another mammillaria, blooms yellow, and it always has these seeds on it, always, and it is quite lovely. This is another cactus. Not sure of this one, but I've had it for a couple of years. And this is a stapula. There's an ID, Stapelia orbea semota, and it blooms yellow. Show you a little bloom right here. There you go. And here I have some more cactus. This one is in bloom, and this one has bloomed for the very first time. This is another echinopsis, and another one right here. And this one has a bud right here, as you can see. And I can't recall it ever bloomed before, so perhaps this is the first bloom that I'm going to be getting. Can't wait to see what it's gonna look like. And right here is the paper spine cactus. It's called paper spine cactus because the spines on it look just like paper. They're not sharp, they're soft. So they're called, it is called the paper spine cactus. And this one right here is a ferrocactus, Ferrocactus emorii. And over here is another stenocactus. And right here is an astrophytum. Let me show it to you. Astrophytum. And on this stand I have some succulents. I think this one is called the rat's tail cactus. And here's another succulent. This one here is a calancho, also called the panda plant. And this is my echeveria. I have a variety of aloes and hawortias on this stand. This is another hawortia. Here is another one. This one is called the Christmas Coral, because of its color, I guess, the Christmas Coral hawortia or aloe. And this is another variety of aloe. This is another echeveria, but this one is called the topsy-turvy echeveria. And there are also, the echeverias are also called hen and chickens because of the offsprings around it at the bottom. This is another type of aloe. And this is an sedum variety. These two right here, they are called sedums. And this little one right here is an agave. And right here I have my Crassula campfire. And on this stand I have my peanut cactus. It's also from the Echinopsis family. And guys, almost every day this cactus gives me a bloom. As you can see right here. Let me give you a close-up view. And if you look closely, you will see some other buds soon to be open. So perhaps by tomorrow, I'll have like about 3 or more blooms on this cactus, the peanut cactus. Blooms almost every day. And down here I have another variety. No ID. And this one is a Gymnocalcium species. Not in bloom right now, but it blooms pink. And this one here is a euphorbia nicknamed the white ghost cactus because of its color, I think, or I guess. And over here is another echinopsis species. This has bloomed before. It blooms white, quite beautiful. And here in this cup and saucer is another Gymnocalcium species or variety. It bloomed recently. I'm going to project a picture of the bloom on the screen for you to see because it is so gorgeous. It is to die for. Very, very beautiful. And this now is a mellow cactus. This little one here, no ID, but I'm waiting for a bloom from it. This one right here, it's also a mammillaria and it blooms yellow. It has bloomed before and it's a vibrant yellow. So this is my Gymnocalcium cactus in bloom. What a treat. This is so beautiful. And if you look closely here, there is another bloom coming up right here. So as soon as this one goes, I'm gonna have another bloom. Wow. I tell you now guys, when these cactus bloom, it is really, 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 really heart-filling. It gives me pleasure to look at them when they bloom because they don't bloom that often. It's not like an orchid that the bloom lasts for months or for weeks. These cactus, when they bloom, it's like for a day or two and then they go. So when you get a bloom, trust me, it is something to behold. And I feel very excited whenever I get a bloom from these plants. And this is my Gasteria succulent, also from the aloe family, and it gave me a beautiful spike the other day. It's all gone now. And over here is Euphoria monadenium richii. Euphoria monadenium richii. What a name. I don't know how they come up with these names, you know. But I have to learn these names just like with the orchids and the other plants. And this is another pot of Opuntia rufida. And right here is another cactus. Not familiar with the name of this one. And right here I have my Echinocactus grusonii, and I think this is the oldest cactus in my collection. I've had it for perhaps over 15 years. When I got it, it was just a tiny plant, and look at it now. It is so huge. I have repotted it a couple of times. And on this stand, I have a variety of cactus and succulents. This little one here is in bloom. Give you a close-up look. And this little mammillaria is about to bloom, as you can see right here. You can see right here. She's about to bloom. And this is the thimble cactus, mammillaria. And this is another mammillaria, elongata, golden star, or ladyfinger. And this mammillaria is called the copper king. And over here is my grafted Gymnocalcium, also known as the moon cactus. And sometimes it blooms a vibrant pink. This is another Opuntia rufida. This one has white spots. Here I have another succulent. And it has some offsprings in the pot. This is another one here. And these plants, they are sitting on the stand that they're on, it's an old Singer sewing machine frame. And on the stand, right at the bottom, I have an Echinopsis right here and a Gymnocalcium. I think this one was, these two, as a matter of fact, were introduced to you earlier in the video, and they're sitting in a pair of old wooden shoes. These shoes were donated to my collection of antique items by a very good friend many years ago, and I treasure them because they go way back from the slavery days, I think. And you may ask, do I water these plants with them sitting in the shoe? No, I take them out and I water them because I don't want the water to cause the shoes to decay. So I take them out and then I water them and replace them in the shoes. But I do love this pair of shoes. Really, really vintage. So this Singer sewing machine frame has been repurposed into a plant stand for my cactus or cacti and succulents. And this is just another a variety that I just stick in this pot. Nothing spectacular. And here I have some more aloe variety. My edge are guarding them. And on this stand, I have some succulents that I have propagated, because you know when they fill up the pot I have to keep propagating them. So these are some of those that I propagated. And these are the Echeveria type right here. This is the mother plant, and as you can see, the young ones, as a matter of fact, it's nicknamed hen and chicks. So these would be the chicks, and this, the mother plant, would be the hen. And this is another type of sedum. This is another sedum. And down here I have some more that I have propagated, some more aloe and other succulents. And over here, this is another aloe. Don't have an ID for it. There are two different types, as you can see. This one has a darker color. This one has spots and is of a lighter color. And here I have some more plants that I have propagated. And here I have my lithops, also called living stones. It looks like a stone and it blooms, but I've not gotten a bloom as yet. I'm still waiting for a bloom from this lovely, unusual plant. And these are again some varieties that I have here. Some of them are propagated. This little one here is called the old man's beard cactus. There's another one over here, and these are two types of sedum. This is another variety right here, and here I have two cryptanthus. They're really from the bromeliad family, but I keep them here with my cactus collection because they're so tiny. I don't keep them with my bromeliad, so I put them out in the garden. So these are some more aloes that I have on this stand. And right here is another aloe. I have quite a variety of aloe. And over here are some more cacti and succulents that have been propagated. Here I have some more underneath the stand. And as I said, my veranda is an open concept one, which allows air to flow freely throughout. And so my cactus and succulents, or my cacti and succulents, they do pretty well on the veranda. I get blooms and they thrive very, very well. So If you enjoyed the tour of my cacti and succulent collection, give me a thumbs up. Also share and leave a comment below, and subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Precious Blooms JA. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, see you soon.